everyone. Today we're going to talk about uh, delegated pipelines. And we're going to be using a service principal to do the deployments from dev to test to prod. So in order to set this up, what we want to do is go to your pipelines host environment, click on the deployment pipeline configuration application, and we're going to play this. And we're going to go to pipelines, and we're going to create a new pipeline. We're going to name it service principal deployment pipeline. Okay. And we're going to click save. Now we're going to set up our development environment. So to do that, we're going to do add existing deployment environment. And we're going to click on dev, click add. And now we're going to click on new deployment stage. All right, and we're going to name this test. We're going to keep the owner as the demo account, which is the one that I'm signed in at. We're going to not fill out the previous deployment stage. We are going to click on the target deployment environment ID. We're going to select that, and we're going to click on test. And then we're going to click on this button down here. It says is delegated deployment. All right, do that check mark, and we're going to do delegated deployment type. All right, we're going to do service principal. Microsoft recommends that you use a service principal to do delegated deployments. All right. Allow sharing requests. We're going to select yes, and then this value here, it's the service principal client ID. So to get that value, first you have to set up a app registration in Azure. So let's go to and we're going to go to app registrations. And we're going to go to this Power Platform Service Principal. If you don't have one, you need to create one. To create one, it's really easy to do. You just do new registration, name it something. Okay, and then you don't need to provide a redirect URI. You just do register. Make sure you select the first option in the previous screen. Okay. And to get the client ID, go up here where it says application client ID, click on copy. Okay. Now we can go down here and paste it. All right. Before we set this up, what we need to do is go back to here, go to the test environment, and we need to go, actually what we need to do is go to the admin portal, go to manage environments, go to, we're going to do this in every environment that we're going to be deploying to and that we're developing in. So let's go to dev first. go to users. And what we're going to be creating is an application user. So go to looking for application users, click on app user lists. All right. And then we need to do new app user, add an app. It's this is the one that we just created. So select that, click add. And then we need to select the business unit. Okay. And then we're going to add a security role. And you're supposed to add the system admin role. Okay. Click create. Now we're going to do that in the test environment. And again, we're going to use the system admin role. Click save. Okay. Go back to environments. We're going to go to production. Go to users, app user list, add app user, and an app. And again, make it a system admin role. All right. So now that all of the environments now have the app registration, we can go back to the deployment stage, and we can now use that service principal. All right. So you click on save and close, and it'll create that that deployment stage. Now, one of the key things that when you are setting up the app registration, if you go here, you need to go to Enterprise Applications and add the account that you want to own the stage. In this case, it's demo account, to the owner of the application. All right. All right. So we go back to here, and we go back to new deployment stage. we're going to go call this prod. We're going to select under previous deployment stage, we're going to select test. Okay, target deployment environment ID, we're going to select prod. Is this a delegated deployment? We're going to say yes. Delegated deployment type, service principal. We're going to do the same client ID and allow sharing requests, yes. I'm going to save and close. All right. So that's all you need to do in the application. Now what we need to do is actually create an approval flow for this thing to work. So what we're going to do is we're going to create the approval flow. So let's create a new solution. Call it delegated approval. Select the publisher, and we're going to do create. We're going to go to Cloud Flows, click on New, click on Automation, Cloud Flow, and Automated. We're going to skip this. Dataverse. And we're going to select when an action is performed as the trigger. Under the catalog, we're going to do Microsoft Dataverse Common. Under category, Power Platform Pipelines. Under table, we're going to do none. Action name, it's going to be on approval started. Okay. We do next step. We do approval. Create an approval. Actually, we're going to do start and wait for an approval. Approval type. Approve reject, first to respond. Okay, the title, we're going to do deployment request. Okay, and then the assign to, in this case we're going to do the demo account. Okay, and the requester is going to be the test account. Next step, it's going to be Dataverse. And then we're going to do perform an unbound action. Okay, the action name is going to be update. What we're going to do is go home and we're going to go to app registrations, select the app registration, and click on client ID. Go back here, fill in the client ID. Client secret, we're going to have to create a secret. So in this case, go up to client credentials, click on add a certificate or secret. And we're going to click new client secret. something. We're gonna name it deployment. We're gonna have it expire after 24 months and click add. Okay, we're gonna copy the secret. We're gonna go here, paste it in here. And we're gonna grab the tenant ID. Let's go back here. Go to overview. Go to the directory, tenant ID, copy it. Click here and go here. And we're gonna do create. All right, so now you see that it's under the Dataverse SPN. So now it's important that we go here and we do all of them under that Dataverse SPN. Okay, and we're gonna click save. Now another thing that we need to do is we need to go to the connection here for approvals, and we need to share it with the service account, or with the service principal. So now that this is all set up, we're going to go back to here, and we're going to go back to solutions, and we're going to click on connections. And we're going to select this approvals connection, and we're going to click on the ... We're going to click on share, and we're going to share it with the service principal. Power Platform app registration, and we're going to do can use and share. Save. All right. So now we are finally ready to test it out. Connections to the service principal. Click on next and deploy. So it's stuck at your request to deploy here is pending. So what we have to go do now is go back to the admin center under the demo account, because it's being requested under the demo account. All right, so we're in the admin center, and we're going to go to deployment. And what you'll see now is that you have a deployment request from the test account. You select this, and we can add a comment, or we can approve it, reject it. So let's approve it. And if we go back to the test account, or if we go to the test environment, I should say, if if we go to the pipelines environment and look at the cloud flow, the deployment approval cloud flow, we can see if it ran. It succeeded. So now let's actually go to the test environment and see if it deployed. Managed. And looks like it's still deploying. We're back in the dev environment. We're going to see it deploy. And this could take upwards of 5 to 10 minutes, depending on the number of components that you have in your solution. And there you go. It's been deployed. Now we can look at the demo count to see if it's the version that's in the test environment. Let's refresh this, and we should see 1.0.08 under Managed Solutions. There you go. All right. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye. See you next time.